Hi, hello. This is Paneer. This video is about importance of periodic table a view. You might ask, knowing about periodic table is that important? The question, for that question, the answer is yes. You must know about the importance of periodic table. That is the only reason this video I have made and I am presenting. The periodic table is having so many important key points which is very essential before approaching the subject like organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry. How we used to approach the periodic table. In general, periodic table represented through two ways. One is horizontal, other one is vertical. That vertical wise they are presenting in the name of periods. The horizontal wise they are presenting in the name of groups. In general, everyone used to approach or everyone used to read the periodic table by using horizontal. That means group. Okay. We'll see about how they are approaching the periodic table in the way of groups. There are groups in horizontal from 1 to 18. That number one group is to called alkali metal except hydrogen. There are six metals where they are in alkali metals. There are six elements or metals are there in alkali metals. That is very important. Which one? Alkali metals. Next one is alkali earth metals. There are again six elements under this alkali earth metals category. And from group 3 to 12, there are 29 elements or metals are there. They are used to called transition metals. Then group 13 to 16, there are around 20 metals or elements. These all the metals comes under. There are 8 metals or 8 elements under poor metals, and there are 6 metal or elements comes under metalloids, and there are 6 elements or metal is to comes under non-metals. Next category is 17th group, that is halogens. Next in 18th group, under 18th group there are noble gases. After that, in the down we can see super heavy metals. In that down we can see rare earth metals. Finally, acetonide metals. These are all the groups, or you can see in the periodic table. Now we need to know that what is this alkali metal, what is this alkali earth metal, such a way from alkali metals to acetonide metals. We'll see one by one. Before going to that, we'll see how in this periodic table they were present the elements. If you are taking any element, there you can see the name of the element, atomic symbol of the element, atomic number of the element, and what kind of nature it has. It may be a solid or liquid. That symbol is presented or represented in the element. Then finally, how it is used or how it occurs in the nature. These many details you can see in the metal square box. Next is the color key. I said that vertical and horizontal. Usually we used to approach by using horizontal. That horizontal they used to given groups starts from alkali metals to acetonide metals. Then you can see in this periodic table uh, what are the top 10 elements by weight present in the human body. Such a way the earth crust. What are all the elements under magnetic, what are the elements under noble metals, and which are all the elements are having radioactivity, and which are all the elements can found in trace in the nature, which are all the elements you cannot found in the nature. This all the details you can see in the periodic table what is represented in the video. Now I said already we need to know that what the nature of alkali metals to acetonide metals. We'll see one by one. First we have to see about what is hydrogen. The source of hydrogen already know it, sun and moon. And hydrogen belongs to no definite group. It forms compounds by either donating an electron like an alkali metals or accepting an electron like a halogen. Now you got an idea that alkali metals are donates, halogens are accepts the electron. So basic. We'll get it from this. Next, what is alkali metals? Before we enter into the alkali metals, there are six alkali metals. What are the alkali metals? You need to know. This is very important. Alkali metals is very important. Why? Because many of the reactions used to go with alkali metals and halogens. So what are the alkali metals? You can see here: lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. At least this five. And one more also I like to mention here. You must know about the color of these alkali metals. If you are taking lithium, it's a crimson red, sodium yellow, potassium violet, rubidium red violet, cesium blue in color. Here I gave the mnemonics way. CR means class representative. CR, why you are best? You can take this mnemonics. By using these mnemonics, you can easily remember that the color of the elements of alkali metals. Now we'll see that what is alkali metals. Alkali metals are very reactive and readily forms compounds but are not found in three in nature. They form salts and alkali, and it can act as an acid neutralizing agent. For example, baking soda. In pure form, they are very soft metals which catch fire on contact with water. For example, sodium. Sodium is highly explosive when contact with the water. What next? Alkali earth metals. There are again six elements under alkali earth metals. This is again reactive and readily forms compound but are not found free in nature. They are oxides. They used to call alkali earth. In pure form, they are very soft, somewhat brittle metal. This is the nature of alkali earth metal. Under alkali earth metals, there are the elements like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. These are the six elements. What next? Transition metals. I said already there are 29 transition metals are there. These transition metals are typical metal. They are strong, shiny, malleable. That means you can use by hammer. You can make seeds, wires because these transition metals are flexible. Mainly, these transition metals conduct both heat and electricity. So, how many compounds are under transition metal in the sense? 29 compounds. Okay. What next? Poor metals, metalloids, non-metals. I said already there are 20 compounds under this category. There are 8 elements under poor metals. Poor metals are usually soft and have low melting temperature. Next is metalloids. There are around 6 metalloids that are boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium. These are all the 6 elements under metalloids. These metalloids are partially like metal and partially like non-metal. For example, they are semiconductors, which means they conduct electricity in some condition. Okay. Next is non-metal. There are 6 elements under non-metals. Usually non-metals like brittle. And next, they are insulator of both heat and electricity. Wouldn't conduct heat and electricity. Which one? Non-metals. This is about ore metals, metalloids and non-metals. Next is about halogens. There are 5 halogens: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. Halogens are reactive like alkali metal. When it reacts with alkali metal, it used to form the salts. You have to remember alkali metals and halogens are highly reactive. When these two alkali metals and halogens are react, it produces a salts. Keep it in your mind. What next? Noble gases. And again under noble gases there are 6 elements. These noble gases are inactive or inert. Each atom has exactly the number of electrons it needs to have a full outer shell. So these atoms almost never bond with other atoms. That's why these all are gases. Next is super heavy metal. Under this category, there are 15 elements were there. These super heavy elements are having some character, that is radioactive, it may be short-lived, never found in nature, no uses except atomic research. That is about super heavy metals. And I said that you must know the colors of alkali metals. Then next category is halogens. Halogens already there are 5. Out of 5, at least for 4 halogens color you must need to know, that is fluorine, pale green yellow, chlorine, greenish yellow, bromine, reddish brown, iodine, dark violet. Next, rare earth metals. There are 16 elements under this category. Rare earth metals are soft metals. They are chemically similar to scandium and iridium and are difficult to separate from each other. This is about rare earth metals. Acetyl metals are all radioactive heavy metals. They are used to mainly for the radioactive properties. There are around 15 elements under this acetyl metal category. Now you need to know that what is radioactivity. Atoms with the same number of proton but different number of neutron are called isotopes. Everyone knows it. Some isotopes are stable, other are radioactive. Their nuclei eventually disintegrate. The radioactive half-life is the time for half the nuclei to disintegrate. On the chart, an element is called long-lived if the half-life of any of isotope is more than 1 year. Used to called long-lived. Otherwise, it used to called short-lived. This is about radioactivity and isotopes. Okay. Then what? Next in the sense, you must know about what is atom. Already everyone knows about what is atom. Atom is a nucleus which has proton positive charge, neutron no charge, and electron negative charge. Everyone knows it. What is atomic number? Number of proton count in the atom used to call its atomic number. Then what is atomic weight? Atomic weight of an element is an average number of proton plus neutron. Usually atomic weight is double the time or 2.5, means 2 of the time more than the atomic number. Now you need to know the definition of element. An element is a substance made from one or more atoms of the same atomic number. For example, hydrogen. What is a compound? A compound is a substance made from 2 or more elements chemically bonded. That bond may be a ionic bond, covalent bond, metallic bond. Okay. If you are taking ionic bond, one atom takes an electron from another atom and the oppositely charged ion attract. Usually these ionic bonds are having plus and minus. These are all polar compound. Then what is covalent bond? Covalent bond, atom shares their outer electrons to make this covalent bond. Covalent bond has plus and minus, then it comes under polar. For example, water. The bonds electrons equally shared. Here that unequal sharing produces polar compound. Equal sharing bond produces non-polar compound. For example, benzene. What is metallic bond? Shared outer electron flow conducting heat and electricity. That bond used to call metallic bond. Then I said that already the horizontal way we are separating the elements in the form of groups from group 1 to 18. With this what we can understand the sense. For example, group 1 category. Okay. Group 1, the one you have to keep it in your mind. The one indicates in the outermost shell it has only one electron and again that electron is given to attain the stable state. If it is taking group 2, outermost shell it has 2 electron and it needs to give those 2 electron to attain the stable state. If you are taking group 3 to 12, again in outermost cell there are 2 electrons. These 2 electrons to be given to attain stable state. From 13 to 18, the last number 3, it indicates the outermost cell, how many electrons it has. If it is 13, there are 3. 14, there are 4. 15, there are 5. 16, there are 6. 17, there are 7. 18, there are 8 electron is present in the outermost cell. There is a meaning. You have to understand it that way. If you are taking 13, there are 3 electron has to be given to attain the stable state. If it is a 14, there are 4 electron is available in the outermost cell. Here there are that 4 electron can be given or 4 electron can be accepted to attain the stable state. If it is a 15, there are 5 electron in the outermost cell. There are 3 electron has to be taken to attain the stable state. If it is a 16, there are 6 electron is there in the outermost cell. There are, to attain the stable state, it has to taken 2 electron. If it is 17th group, there are 7 electron is there in the outermost cell. Here 1 electron has to be taken to attain the stable state. If it is 18, already 8 octet state. In that octet state, all the electrons are completely shared. There is no vacancy to share the electron. That is the reason we are saying those octet state electron is to called gases, noble gases. It is inert. There is no action in that, means interaction or reaction in that. So this is about the atoms and the chemical bond. This all the information you can see in the periodic table. If you know about these details, it's very easy to understand the chemistry and inorganic chemistry subject and its matters. Why? Because you are going to study these elements in that inorganic chemistry subjects as well that organic chemistry subjects. And again, one more important point is alkali metals and halogens mostly as a colored compound. With that knowledge, you can easily approach if any reaction you come across. If the reaction has any of the alkali metals or any of the halogen, you can easily tell that the final compound could be the colored compound. So these are all the tips to how you can understand the elements through the periodic table. This is the pad format of a periodic table. If you will read each and every elements and its details, you will get many information about the elements. If you will come to know these all the details about the element, it's very easy to understand the subject like chemistry and inorganic chemistry. Your approach can be bit differ and you can become more confident on the subject while studying the subjects like organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry. The main motto of this video is why periodic table is important. If you know about the periodic table, how you can sign in the subject like organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry. Before going to read these subject, you must know about what is periodic table, how to read the periodic table, how to understand the elements. If you know that, your confidence level go up and you can easily can go through the subjects. Next is all the periodic tables. I can say that really very good information, very good representation. I saw in that presented periodic table, which is taken from this elements.wlong.com. I'd like to thank this particular site for the excellent information about periodic table. I hope that this video is definitely useful for the beginners, those who are going to approach the subject organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry in their first year level in B Pharmacy. Finally, I'd like to thank for your valuable time for listening the subject content. I hope this video is really very useful. In that case, subscribe my channel, share the video, those who are in real need.